I greet you in Jesus' precious name. I want to speak to you about understanding. Understanding. If we go to the second epistle of Paul the Apostle to the Corinthians, 2 Corinthians chapter 1, and I'm reading verse 4. God of all comfort, who comforts us in all our tribulation, hardship, that we may be able to comfort those who are in any trouble, with the comfort with which we ourselves are comforted by God. I want to say to you, you cannot really comfort someone unless you understand what they've been through. And the only way you can understand what they've been through is if you've been there yourself. And you can't learn that at any college. You've got to learn that at the school of life, the school of hard knocks. That's where you learn it. It cannot be bought, it cannot be earned, it cannot be read. You've got to live it. And the only way to really understand is when we have to go through it ourselves. And when we've come through the other side and Jesus Christ has restored us, don't try and comfort somebody else when you yourself are in the middle of trauma. Now you have to work through it. You have to let yourself become healed. What am I talking about? I'm talking about if you've lost a loved one. I'm talking about if you've been through a divorce. I'm talking about if you've beaten terminal cancer. I'm talking about a toxic relationship. Don't try and comfort somebody when you're going through that yourself. No. You have to go through with it with the Lord, and then afterwards you can maybe help somebody else. I want to say something else. I want to say to you, don't ever say to a person who's going through a hard time, maybe been through a tragic accident, I understand. No, don't say that. Unless you yourself have been through a tragic accident and have come out the other side. Then you can say it. And when that happens, you normally have very few words to speak because you know the enormity of the pain and the suffering that person's going through. You know my story. If you've watched Faith Like Potatoes, you know the tragedy that happened on this very road when my little 4-year-old nephew fell forward off the tractor I was driving and I ran over him and killed him. I want to tell you, people come and see me that will not take counsel from anyone else. Not because I'm a great counselor, I don't think I am, but because I've been there. And when I look at them, normally what happens, the tears start to flow from my eyes because I see the pain, the shock, the devastation that they're going through. I say very few words, but they look at me and they know that I understand what they're going through. And because I've managed to, by the grace of God, only the grace of God, I have managed to come through, then they have hope that they too can come through. So I want to really stress that. A person needs a hug from you, needs an embrace, needs you to shed tears with them. That means more than a whole list of Bible scriptures. They can't hear what you're saying because the pain is too intense. But when God's taken you through, oh friends, you can see the healing take place and the embrace. And I have had the privilege of counseling many people that have been through the same tragedy that I've been through, and they've come through the other side. So remember, first of all, you need to understand, and then God can use you.